So, hallihallo und herzlich willkommen und nach langer Zeit auch willkommen zurück an die Rundfunkanstalten in Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz. Es ist einige Zeit her, dass ich gestreamt habe. Jetzt geht's wieder los. Mal mit einem neuen Spiel. Oder eigentlich mit einem alten Spiel, aber für den Stream neues Spiel. Star Trek Online, das MMO im Star Trek Universum. Und wir starten hier ganz entspannt in der Sternenflottenakademie auf der Erde in San Francisco. Genau. Ist gerade irgendein Event, ich glaube zum 9-jährigen Jubiläum des Spiels mit Q. Also diejenigen, die sich im Star Trek Universum zu Hause fühlen, denen sagt Q was, ist so ein Gottwesen, so ein übermächtiges, ja. Genau, und das spielen wir einfach hier ganz entspannt. Hier ist gerade so ein Event, so ein Hütchenspiel, das ist hier dann halt jedes Jahr einmal. Muss man den hier verfolgen, glaube ich. Schwupps, weg ist er. Halt, stehen geblieben. Ich habe halt irgendwie gerade keinen Plan, was ich überhaupt jetzt hier machen muss. Ich hoffe, man versteht mich gut. Ich habe jetzt, wie gesagt, weil ich hier nicht mehr gestreamt. Im roten Geschenk ist er drin. Und das war's jetzt schon, oder wie? Wie gesagt, ich habe ein bisschen gerade keinen Plan. Was ist denn hier noch? das ist ja easy. Okay, was auch immer das jetzt sein soll. Keine Ahnung. Was habe ich hinter jetzt gekriegt? Rote Omega-Spur. Und das nochmal machen. Gibt halt immer wieder so Minigames hier. Ja. Auch wenn man irgendwas kennen muss oder so. Ich habe so keinen Plan, was ich hier überhaupt machen muss. Egal. So, dann würde ich sagen, beamen wir mal hoch aufs Schiff. Bin gerade gar nicht sicher, welches Raumschiff ich habe. Kann sein, dass wir es eventuell nochmal wechseln müssen. Wie gesagt, habe schon welche nicht mehr gespielt. Ist da auch erst wieder reinfinden jetzt. Also das Sol-System ist quasi unser Sonnensystem mit der Erde und den ganzen Planeten. So, was haben wir denn hier für ein komisches Raumschiff? Kann das was? Ich glaube nicht. Ich denke, dann wechseln wir nochmal das Schiff. Sagt mir jetzt doch nicht so zu hier. Überall diese Banner hier. Star Trek Online. 9 Jahre Anniversary. Und ich spiele, glaube tatsächlich auch schon seit 2010. So, jetzt wird es aber wechseln. Wie hieß denn das? Ah, ja, genau. Okay, ja, das ist mir lieber, das Schiff. Hat eine Tarnvorrichtung und alles Mögliche. Das ist mir doch lieber, ja. Und dann gucken wir mal, wo wir jetzt hinfliegen. Ich werde auch jetzt nicht allzu lange streamen. Ist nur wieder zum Reinkommen ein bisschen. Hallo Marus, herzlich willkommen zurück. Spielst du selbst auch Star Trek Online? Jetzt verlassen wir erstmal hier dieses Sonnensystem. Dann gucken wir mal, wo die Reise hinführt. Irgendwo. Hallo Unix und wie spricht man das aus? Bei Flip. Herzlich willkommen, viel Spaß beim Zugucken. Wo müssen wir denn da hin? Kiana-System. Delta-Quadrant, okay. Gamma-Quadrant. Hier ist Delta-Quadrant, da müssen wir erstmal über die Dyson-Sphäre, glaube ich. So. Kurs gesetzt. Ein bisschen speedy. Also es ist jetzt dieser Slipstream-Antrieb, Quanten-Slipstream-Antrieb, der gibt nochmal so einen Geschwindigkeitsschub, dass man da schneller vorankommt. Und das sind wir auch schon. So, einmal Delta-Quadrant bitte. Wer die Serie Raumschiff Voyager gesehen hat, dem ist der Delta-Quadrant ein Begriff. Hallo Garrett, herzlich willkommen, viel Spaß beim Zugucken. So, jetzt bin ich gespannt, worum es da geht in dieser Mission. Aktuell ist ja diese Discovery-Erweiterung, aber ich spiele jetzt noch dieses Delta-Quadrant-Ding. Ja, das sieht aus wie ein Zeitschiff hier irgendwie.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anoraks in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet. Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
Ah, da ist er doch.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines. We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival. Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century. Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into the current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanae? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now. The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
Ah, jetzt müssen wir uns aufs Holodeck, wie es aussieht. Waren wir gerade schon aus Versehen. Irgendwas übersehen. Hier.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war. Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace. The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect, so we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion. It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline alteration. This is not your average holo novel. Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in
Wie
the system
ungewöhnlich.
should be close
Captain
to
eines
current reality.
Föderationsschiffes. Oh, nicht so gut. Jetzt aber. Hallo Holodeck. Programm Alpha ausführen. Das sieht ja nicht so gut aus hier. Die Feindklasse, wie es aussieht.
Captain, you're alive! We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured. Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing, and... The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
Kommst du da rein und dann brennt alles und alles ist kaputt.
Sir, I tried to fight them off. Boarding parties. The Jem'Hadar. We have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth too.
Ach, da ist ja das Schiffsschema von der Defiant-Klasse.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment. Then I'll be ready to fight.
Sah man aber schon in der Brückenstruktur, dass das eine Defiant-Klasse ist.
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart. I'll be fine, Captain. Just rattle.
Incoming hail!
Wir werden gerufen. Okay. Ah, da ist das Jem'Hadar-Schiff auf dem Bildschirm, das uns angegriffen hat.
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
Wir werden uns nie ergeben. Das war ja aufschlussreich. Nicht.
Hello. Well, where do I start? I'm a 157 years old. That's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion in the Typhon Expanse, serving as an ensign under Captain Morgan Bateson on the USS Bozeman. Much of the crew of the Bozeman found it difficult.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions, and we've been able to piece together what happened from those. From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers. Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
Diese zusammengewürfelte Technologie hier.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so.
Weil sie es einfach nicht übersetzt haben. Noch eine von euch Voyager.
Decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaudois from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaudois Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaudois. No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you and that you don't understand, and leave chaos in your wake. Now you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, does that sound like something someone like you should be doing? None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause a solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace. If it safely passes without entering underspace, it can continue on its trip home and bypass the Vaudois entirely. The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaudois never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your noses into our business. So we're attempting to see how the elimination of the Vaudois will change the formation of the Delta Alliance. You will be a member of the diplomatic team.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaudois, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. I was on Kiana Prime with Noy when we received word of the Vaudois attacks. We had only hours to get the temporal equipment running and remove the population from the time stream.
Hallo Commander Connor, herzlich willkommen.
The focus of my work
Viel Spaß
has
beim
been
Zugucken.
developing more stable data storage. We can see into other timelines, but we need a way to secure the data through temporal shifts, so we can preserve information about incursions and their effects. In the case of a catastrophic shift, that data could be used as a map to restore the timeline.
Interessant.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noi has opened me up to a world beyond my own. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Holodeck-Simulation Beta ausführen. Okay. Gehen wir wieder aufs Holodeck. Programm Beta ausführen. Ah, das ist der Besprechungsraum der Voyager. Wurde schon sowas angekündigt in der Art.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But now, I think he was right. No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle. Eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real, and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
Oh, ist das jetzt so eine Laber-Mission oder was? Ja.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard, and see how you like it.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. I have a commitment to my people and my planet that supersedes any other concerns. We don't need outsiders telling us what to do. If the Talaxians want to talk, they can come to us directly.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Talaxians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Talaxian space to avoid hierarchy attacks. Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Talaxians strenuously deny. The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports. Good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy.
Vielleicht kann ich sie überzeugen.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us what people say about us. Mercenaries. Honorless. Ha! They all deny it, but we know. Now we look out for ourselves. Troublemakers. They make our jobs harder and easier. They watch everyone. We used to trade for information from them, but now they won't sell. If we can capture one of their ships, it's like a treasure hoard of information. Makes hunting bounties real easy. But it's harder to take out their ships. I hear they're getting upgrades. And it's not just their ships. Stories going around about one captain whose arm was ripped off by a hierarchy commander. Used to be they'd run from fights. Now they start them. What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? No. We need to make a living, same as the rest of you. If the Benthans would take out the hierarchy on our borders, we wouldn't be forced to move into Benthan space. But no, they won't do that. They don't think mercenaries rate protection. What do you want? Fine. Run back to the Benthans. I'll be here if you want to talk business.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
Tja, dann beamt halt alle weg. Tja. Kann man hier eigentlich raus? Ne. Nur auf den einen Raum beschränkt. Okay. Schade. Programm beenden. Zup.
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill. Maybe if you had been a better negotiator, you would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy. Then at least we would have had a chance. This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either. We'll have to try something else.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the Krenim. Thank you for helping us get this far. We'll keep working.
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on you. I just want to be able to fix all of this. We can't turn back time, but we can change it. Please speak to Gamma Team. Captain Nog thinks very highly of their plan.
Hello. We've
Noch
been
eine
waiting for you.
Simulation.
Our team is
Wahrscheinlich.
focusing on delaying tactics.
Programm Gamma.
What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the location of Iconia. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site on Denias 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconia will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconians' attention as early as we did.
Genau, einfach mal schnell einen Meteor umlenken. Ist ja klar. Umleiten.
True, but if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off. The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Sie werden Commander eines romulanischen Warbirds sein, ist klar. Dann machen wir das mal. Wäre ja witzig, wenn ich dann auch hier, wenn sich die Figur hier dann auch verändert zu einem Romulan. Mal gucken. Das ist wieder nur eine Labermission. Ich dachte, wir können jetzt hier rumfliegen und Meteor umleiten. Keine Ahnung.
Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes. If you'd be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain equipment, we need to talk.
Aha, ein paranoider Romulaner. Verstehe.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future. Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tal Dewa. Datan and his allies have been making overtures of peace to both the Federation and the Klingons. Because of this, they have enough support that even the Tal Shiar won't take direct action against them. The Borg are at our borders. The Empire can't fight the Collective and the Separatists at the same time. Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future. Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. Thank you for playing along. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Salan in the brig, and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me? I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Datan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Datan, and we will finally be free.
Also quasi Verrat begehen. Ja. Warbird klauen. Wie geht's denn hier weiter? Ach, hier.
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors. Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Datan and his people are terrorists. If you join them, you will share their fate.
Huch, was ist jetzt? Achso, Cutscene.
My friends, it is time we forge our own destiny. A destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they
Wie schön der reden kann, ohne seine Lippen zu bewegen.
I know
Auch
this
Redner,
is a step
Romulaner.
into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Datan. I'll be proud to join them.
Ups, das war schon wieder. Bestimmt gibt es dann auch wieder eine Delta-Simulation.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact. The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk. The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tal Shiar. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about. The political calculus of the Quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
Die verfolgt doch eigene Interessen. Erzähl mir doch nichts.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back. I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. but this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
This is difficult.
This is
It would
difficult.
change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Datan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs. The simulation specifically mentioned Datan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Datan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have had enough of the Tal Shiar's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more. If Datan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible. Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
Wow. Schwierig. Sofortigen Abflug vorbereiten. Tschu.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
Target acquired and locked.
Huch.
Activating weapon.
Ach, das ist dieser Meteorit.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again. Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Tja. Blöd gelaufen, was?
Yes, I think we have a problem.
Alle Romulaner sind jetzt Borg.
I agree that this
Voll
is
gut.
unexpected, Commander. But we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
That is a lot of Borg. Ja. Lieber mal die Tarnvorrichtung aktivieren. Nicht schaden.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need to fix this.
Oh Mann, das fällt früh ein.
Borg ships decloaking. Red alert.
Die Borg haben jetzt auch noch Tarnvorrichtung. Voll gut.
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
Ja klar. Ich habe jetzt auch eine Tarnvorrichtung. Feuer! Oh, 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 oh. Hoppla. Ja, lang nicht mehr gespielt. Kann sowas schon mal passieren. Dass das Schiffchen platzt. Endlich mal ein bisschen Action hier.
Reinforcements on an intercept course.
Bam.
We need more information before we can fix this. I'll keep the Krenim ship well out of Borg sensor range while you go in and find out. We need more information before we can fix this. I'll keep the Krenim ship well out of Borg sensor range while you go in and find out what happened. Hurry, I've modified some personal shield generators.
So, die Mission machen wir jetzt noch fertig und dann war's das wieder erstmal.
I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, it was a Talshar complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. I thought I was getting my home back, but now the Borg have taken it all away.
Tja, so passiert das, wenn man in der Zeitlinie herumpfuscht.
The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads.
Lieber mal die Waffe wechseln. Zack. Ja.
The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg. I can't believe we were so wrong.
Ungemütlich hier. Oh, adapted.
Cover me. I'll override the door controls.
Oh, habe ich nicht noch irgendwo dieses... Doch, Frequenzmodulator. Ach, das ist das, okay. Ja, ich weiß, es gibt bessere Waffen im Spiel, aber ich bin halt noch oldschool irgendwie auf Phaser unterwegs.
Got it.
Uns tut's ja. Und so.
We have to find a way to make this right.
Ist futile.
Widerstand ist zwecklos, sagt er.
There. That's the access node console we need. Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg!
Uff. Das war so klar.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us. This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
Ja, das ist der Sinn der Sache.
Akiv?
Hallo Rocksattel. Herzlich willkommen, viel Spaß beim Zugucken. Hier gerade mächtige Borg-Invasion im Gange. Oh oh. Das war kurz eng.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. And they adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to lose Romulus.
Hast du halt nicht alle Variablen mit einberechnet. Schnell hochbeamen.
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on it.
More Borg on the way.
Nix wie weg hier.
Borg decloaking.
Oh, die Server fahren in einer halben Stunde runter. Mir gerade angezeigt. Knock, knock. Knocking on heavy door.
Power. Send the data now before we lose temporal shielding.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready. Array is ready. Secure channel confirmed.
Data received!
I'm running the numbers now. Target the Borg transport planet. The Borg may never be able to reach Romulus.
It is a great risk. The Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run a simulation.
Do we have a choice?
We do not.
Huch.
Targeting the transport.
Knock verboxt nicht wieder.
Fire the weapon, now!
The Borg are gone. But so is Romulus.
Oh man. Das ist doch wieder
Romulus isn't
verbockt.
the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking. No. The Tutarians. They're gone.
What? How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. In this timeline, they failed.
Tja.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love
Ich lieb. Oh. Abnippel. Tja, das lief jetzt nicht so prickelnd. Aber das hätte ich gleich sagen können, wenn man in der Zeitlinie rumpfuscht. Selbst wenn man meint, man hätte noch so Ahnung, dann könnte es nicht gut gehen. War irgendwie klar.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs I don't remember making. Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
Schön mit Ihnen zu arbeiten, Captain. Nicht! Nock hat alles verbockt. Sollte eher Captain Verbock heißen, statt Captain Lock. Oh, was ist das? Gut, ich denke, ich werde hier erstmal unterbrechen. Die Server fahren ja eh bald runter und ja, mal gucken, wann wir hier fortsetzen. Dann bis hierher vielen Dank an alle Zuschauer. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß beim Zuschauen. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag und sag mal bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, auch ein herzliches Tschüss an die Rundfunkanstalten in Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz.